So I want to just have like a real chat, a real short chat, maybe it's a long chat, depending on when I stop talking. Just get some things out of my head, out of my heart, just to share with any woman out there that has dealt with any type of bullying, whether it's from your family or whether it's at church or whether it's at school or even on your job. Because I don't understand sometimes as people, we just think that other people are not human. We just think that we can say anything we want to say, do what we want to do, and they're just like emotionless robots. Now, yes, I can admit I had said some crazy things out of my mouth, and that's not something I'm proud of. When I go back and think about some of the stuff I said, I wasn't proud of that. But I also had to understand where those words are coming from. Some deep hurt from things I experienced growing up. Bullying is not something that you should take lightly. That's something that I dealt with a lot, guys. It's like it didn't matter where I went, there was always somebody there that wanted to just tear me down. Like they just had something against me, never did nothing to them. And as I, continues just to grow into my womanhood, that I had to realize also that that hurt needs to be addressed. And I know sometimes it's not something that I always want to do. We just think that as time goes on and people, they move, go in different directions, that we think that it's going to be over with. That hurt is just, it's going to be done, over with. But you have to learn how to deal with things because even though the people are gone, the words are still there in your heart. The words are still there in your soul, in your mind. And I know sometimes we think that, as we get older, that we should take certain things, that bullying should not affect us. If someone at work does something, that it should not affect us. But that's all a whole lie because you have to have an inner core that's strong enough just to face those things. And I'm not the type of person to put people down if they easily cry about what someone said or what someone has done at this age. Well, I'm in my 30s. I'm not the type of person to put people down because I know where that comes from. And when you have not had that place in your life where you can sit down, talk to someone about things, it's like it goes on with you. And then you end up just being like this emotional wreck, when something gets triggered in you by someone and now all this stuff just come out. And I felt like I was almost to that point because the hurt that I felt growing up, and for me, I have, been hurt by classmates, been hurt by family members, been hurt, within the church, you know, not having that support I thought I should have. I was dealing with some inner things, and I feel like I just had to be this perfect person that I didn't have to show any emotions or show like I was going through something because that wasn't cool to some people. Some people didn't want to deal with that. But I just want to say this right now that find people that are going to support you seriously, that are going to support you through the highs and lows in life. You don't need to submit yourself, subject yourself to people that don't really care, that don't understand like where you're coming from because life can get hard. It can be. And I'm the type of person that I'm really am a champion of people being healed for real, not just halfway healed or not just, maybe a little bit healed, but all the way healed because I know that if you keep this hurting, keep this pain, it really is going to hinder some good relationships, that should be forming your life. It's going to hinder you from going after things that you need to go after. As I come to just become more open, learning just to be truthful about what happened to me, to be truthful about things that were said, and not feel like I have to have my feelings. Because I see that, when we deal like with family members and things they have done, that we just think that, it's okay. We just be cool with because we say something, it may ruin relationship, we may not be invited to something, but healing is rooted in truth. It's not rooted in lies, and you have to know that. So if you need to have a conversation with someone, or if just in therapy, and which I have nothing against therapy, I have nothing against. I do believe that in some situations you need a person that's that's um that's not biased to the situation. That's not biased. That's not going to give you a biased answer. You need someone that can really just sit with you, help you deal with you, so you can get over those things. Because at the end of the day, the truth I had to come to that not everybody would like you. Not everybody will like you. That's just the truth. I mean, I know sometimes we want to think that we want everybody to be a fan of us, but that's not reality because people have a choice. They have a choice to like you, have a choice not to like you, and you have to make peace with that. And when I understand that, that don't mean that if a person say something bad about me or did something crazy to me, that don't mean that I down myself about that, about their decisions. No, I continue to build myself up because you can still become something great. You can still become something powerful. You don't have to look at yourself as if you're a nobody or you're a scapegoat or you just the scum of the earth because people try to put you in that position. They try to label you that. You can't get past it. So to the woman that has been bullied, first, give that hurt a voice. Don't just keep carrying around. Because I do, want to see people live healthy and fulfilled lives. So don't carry that hurt around. Speak the truth. It doesn't matter about who will be hurt by that, but speak the truth. Healing starts in truth. And next thing, reprogram your mind. Don't feel like that you have to just live up to everybody's lies. Just that's what it is. There's multiple opinions are they just fabricated lies. That's just it. There's another person's thoughts. What they believe don't make it true. You have to just reprogram your mind and start to think the right way about yourself. And next, turn that into something beautiful. Healing can get ugly because you have to face the truth about things, but you can still turn that into something beautiful. You don't have to feel like you have to be stuck with this for the rest of your life. Like you have to keep carrying this chip on your shoulder. You can get that burden and take that burden off you, leave it at the feet of Jesus, and go walk in a new direction. Get your healing, do what you have to do so you can get past it and not feel like that this is just your life. You can still choose to live above that.